What are your goals and expectations for the upcoming 2015 CAC Championship?
Simplistically, we just want to move up in the standings. Realistically, that's probably going to be more possible on the men's side than the women's side. We have a much better quality and depth on the men's side this year than we had last year. So we have high hopes in that area there. The women's side, we have big gaps between our top two veteran runners and our newcomers. So it's with cross-country scoring the way it is, it's going to make it difficult for them to probably place where they placed last year.
Who are some of your key losses from a season ago?
On the women's side, we lost Brent Alston and we lost Casey Columbus. Both of them were traditionally in our top 2 or 3 runners. And on the men's side, we lost a couple of seniors, Dan Repchenko and John Stewart. Both of them were, again, traditionally in our top 5 to top 7. John was a very good championship runner, so we're going to miss that from him in particular.
Talk a little bit about some of your key returners.
On the men's side, Brad Baker is back. We have Greg Horning returning as a senior, showing a lot of improvement year to year, and we're hoping he goes out his senior year with a big bang. Jeremy Brown is another returning senior who's having the best season he's had since he came here as a transfer student 3 years ago. Our top 2 returners are on the women's side are Gabby Marr and Faith Thaxton. And they both have been running very strong the whole year. Gabby in particular is avoiding some of the injury problems that she's historically had, and it's shown with her consistency. She's running some 6Ks that are the best 6Ks she's ever run in her life. And Faith, even though we look at her as a veteran, is at the collegiate level still only in her 2nd year. And that does show up sometimes in some of the races, but she also has a tremendous upside and great potential. And so we're hoping those two can kind of start us out with some low scores, and then we'll see what the rest of the team does.
Talk a little bit about some of your key newcomers.
On the men's side, obviously the young man who stepped up and has done very well for us is Robbie Romano. He's been our #1 runner in most of our meets this year. He's been a medalist in 2 meets so far. He's done very well. He races very smart. Even though he's a freshman, he's actually helped to dictate some of the tempo of our pack of runners in the race. So it's been a big plus to some other even returning runners on the team. And then we have another freshman who has finished as high as 2nd on the team in a meet, and that's Matt Whitley. And he's what I call a grinder. You look at him run, and he's not flashy, he's not fast, but he just keeps at it the entire race. And quite honestly, that's the hallmark of a good cross-country runner. Women's side, we've got a lot of newcomers, and they've joined our team at various points in time. The 2 freshmen that have stood out so far have been Jayla Johnson and Alexandra or Allie Jeffers. They have continued to improve. The last race we had at Dickinson, a long short race, both of them really stepped up and had some really nice runs. I think they surprised themselves with how well they ran. So we're hoping that they continue to improve, and we think they will. And then we have 3 sisters who recently joined us at transfers. And the question is, how fast can we get them into shape? Miata and Alexis both have run in CAC championships before for another school. And their younger sister Kenya shows some ability as well. So as I said earlier, the big thing is, can we get them in shape fast enough for the CAC championship?
How do you think your schedule has prepared you for the championship?
Well, we always set up our cross-country schedule in particular to gear towards the conference championships, to a lesser extent the Middle Atlantic NCAA regional meet. We did earlier this year run down at St. Mary's. They hosted what you might call a preview CAC championship. So we were able to get on that course that will be the championship course. I think that course is a course that's in some ways good for our team because it's a cross-country course and it's not just grass track, similar to some places that we've run in before. So it's a little bit more suitable for our team, I think.